The economic forecasts presented to the Chancellor by the Office for Budget Responsibility were fairly similar to what he received in the autumn statement, though the impact of Brexit has been pushed out. But actually, when we look at those growth forecasts, the economy is going to be growing on average by about 1.8% over the next 4 years, very similar to the growth rate we saw in 2016. So if anything, they may be a little bit optimistic. The borrowing numbers have come down, and the Chancellor's had over the next 4 years about £35 billion extra to play with, but he chose to do very little with it. This was a safety-first budget from a cautious Chancellor. He put a little bit of extra money into spending in priority areas like social care and training. That totalled about £6 billion over the 4 or 5 years ahead. But essentially, he's keeping his powder dry for a number of things. One is he's keeping his powder dry for Brexit. Secondly, he probably wants to make a bigger show of his autumn budget, which will be the first autumn budget later this year. And thirdly, he's going to be thinking about the 2020 election, so there's going to be perhaps more scope for tax giveaways in a few years' time. The biggest measure for business was some additional business rate relief, but that was only equivalent to round about just under £500 million. And from the personal sector point of view, there really wasn't very much significant change, except for self-employed people who are going to see their self-employed national insurance rate go up. So it was a cautious budget from a cautious Chancellor, and we need to wait and see when we get to the autumn budget whether he's going to do anything more dramatic.